There's a dinosaur that roams the extinction wasteland on ARK Survival Ascended. A dinosaur whose name means fear nothing, the Dreadnoughtus. And in today's video, I'll be surviving on one solo on the official Small Tribe servers. But just like any adventure, my story starts on the beaches of the island. Well lads, it's that time again. We're starting completely from scratch, solo on the official Small Tribe servers, and in today's video, we're attempting to live on the back of a Dreadnoughtus. Now without a doubt, this has got to be the hardest ARK challenge I'm ever going to attempt, so if you wouldn't mind leaving a like and hitting subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. But with that being said guys, we're getting things started on the beaches of the island because I'd love to get things kicked off with a note run. We have got a level 1 character here named Dreadnoughtus, but I'd love to get this character to level 75. I'm praying that none of these notes are blocked off, but if they are, we're just going to have to switch servers. In the meantime guys, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy today's video. Alright lads, there we go. We've gathered quite a few berries on this run, but more importantly, I think we should be at over level 70. I'm just going to dump all of this into health. Yeah, there we go, level 75, not too bad. If we want to get a really decent start on us, I think the best thing to do would be to go to Astraeos and try and get a Meguana. And from there, we can gather drops, we can scout for bases, and we can build up and hopefully hit a little bit of a snowball. So that's the first thing I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to transfer off the island, head to Astraeos, and get a little bit of a starter kit together. I do always like to start on Astraeos because you can actually get some metal tools from these storage boxes over here. And yeah, that gives you a pretty good start. We've already got a metal pick. Got a hatchet as well. We just need a crossbow and a pike and we'll be set. There's a couple around here. Yeah, there we go. We got the crossbow. Not a bad little start. So from here, I'm going to get myself some hide armor and we're going to farm up a little bit of a kit. And then, yeah, we're going to head inland and look for a Meguana. Whilst we're doing that though, guys, let me introduce you to today's sponsor, Odoo. Odoo is an all-in-one business management software that provides a huge range of applications to help you to simplify operating a business. With over 45 different applications, you'll find an app for almost anything you desire. And today, I want to tell you about Odoo's invoicing. Odoo invoicing makes it extremely easy to create a professional invoice and customize it to your liking. And the best part is, this can all be done in seconds. Identify your customer, add the products or the services to be invoiced, indicate the quantity, and then specify the billing terms. Once the invoice is completed, it can be sent off via email, and you can keep track of it with Odoo's built-in software tools. Once a customer has received an Odoo invoice, they'll be redirected to a portal that will let them pay it using whatever payment method suits them best. From there, you can easily track the status of the invoice in Odoo's invoicing app and be notified when it goes from unpaid to paid. Odoo allows you to create your invoices for free with its first app offer, which is free for life and includes unlimited hosting and support. Then, once you add more applications, you can choose from the affordable paid plans Odoo provides. So to check out Odoo, click the link at the top of the description, and in doing so, you'll be supporting the channel. Massive thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. Taming a Dreadnoughtus is quite a complicated thing to do. You need to feed it element on extinction and then lead it over to an element vein, and from there you need to protect it while it tames. Now to do that, we are going to need some element first things first, and on top of that we're going to need a decent creature that can protect us whilst the Dreadnoughtus is taming. So it's not something we can do straight off the bat, fresh off the beach. we are going to have to build up a little bit of wealth before we attempt it. So I think taming a Meguana and looking for an early game raid is definitely the best way to kick things off. It's just finding a Meguana on foot is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm sure we'll come across one eventually. I see a Meguana! I see one! We're coming in hot. I'm hoping it's a decent level, but honestly, even if it's a level 20, I'm going to tame it anyway. 140! God damn! Hit the jackpot. Okay. I've just got to make up a few narcotics, and then yeah, we should have this in the bag. It's honestly so difficult finding a Meguana on Astraeos, let alone a high level, so yeah, I mean, I'm incredibly grateful. I just need to trap it. Easier said than done. Kind of a scuffed trap, but I think it's okay. I'd be very surprised if this somehow managed to jump out. Should be okay, it is wriggling around in there. I'm gonna just sink some arrows into it. Hopefully we knock it out pretty quickly. 140. That is not bad at all. Alright, let's get a saddle crafting. Alright guys, so I've got the forges cranking as you can see, and I'm pretty sure we've just gotten enough metal here to make a Meguana saddle. It might just be hide that we're missing. What are we looking at? Oh, I don't even have the engram. Whoops. Not prepared in the slightest. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we are missing hide, but I've got another 200 here, so that should be okay. The Meguana is literally a couple of bites away from being tamed, and once we've got it up, I'm thinking we might just go around the Astraeos map, and we might loot a few drops and hope we can get some C4 out of it. What I'd absolutely love to do is find a little base that we can snowball from, but yeah, we'll see how we go. This is small tribes, so, you know, you never know what we might find. I'm optimistic. I am optimistic. Alright, there we go. The Meguana has been tamed, level 208. Let's saddle this guy up. Let's go and do a little bit of drop farming. I mean, first things first, I need to grab a bit of water because I'm about to pass out. But yeah, let's get to it. So we pretty much had the drop run I was hoping for. We actually managed to get a C4 there and 4 C4. We got a bunch of other stuff as well, bunch of electronics, an auto turret, fabricator. We got 2 metal behe gates, which is equivalent to about 2,000 metal. We got some beer, we got a vault, and we got a decent metal shield. So overall, a pretty decent run. It was pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. But unfortunately, I cannot seem to find any bases on the Astraeos map that we're currently on. Seems like there's a pretty big alpha tribe on here at the moment, so I doubt there's going to be any bases that we can kind of get a snowball from. So I'm going to look on another map. Probably Ragnarok. I think that might be my best bet. So I'm just going to upload the Meguana, and I'm just going to have a little bit of a look. I think I'm going to go to this Ragnarok server here. It's an Oceania server. I'm Australian, so the ping will be much better. And there's 8 people online currently. Let's hope we find some bases on this Ragnarok map. It's kind of a risk spawning at Blue Ob, because most of the time tribes have got it locked down on small tribes, especially on Rag, but I think I'm just going to risk it. Yeah, that looks unlocked to me. Thank God for that. Alright, I'm pulling the Meguana out. Let's see if we have any luck finding a base on here. Alright lads, we have come across our first potential raid target. Now I'm not gonna lie, this is not an easy base location to raid. This is one of the very few crouch rat holes on Ragnarok, and to be honest guys, it is quite a decent location. As you can see, there's a little hole here in the side of the cliff. And then inside we've got a decent looking solo base. Now, you're probably thinking, man, this guy is in hide. He probably doesn't have, you know, a whole lot to his name. But if you've got heavy turrets, and if you've got a cryo fridge, I think you're worth checking out, personally. Now, in terms of exactly how I plan to raid this, I'm not really sure. I would love to get a better look at the base. I know there's a level down there, but I can't quite get down with my camera. Or maybe I can. I think the best way to deal with the turrets on the outside would be to craft a rocket launcher, and then from there we could just simply blow the heavy turrets, blow the auto turrets. Yeah, the more I look at this base, the more I feel like this is probably our come up. I am going to put a sleeping bag here and I'm going to keep scouting, but as far as things stand, I think this is definitely the base we've got to hit today. I have found another base here, guys, in this cave in the canyon. As you can see, there's like a 2x3 metal base. And it looks like there's an indie forge to the left of it as well. I do feel like this could be really fat, but unfortunately the guy is online right now. And I don't know, I don't even know how I'd raid this. Maybe I could fly to one of those back corners with a PT, but I don't know, that's quite a few heavy turrets there. We might have to consider taming like a soaking dino. I feel like I could maybe raid this if I had some rockets, but unfortunately we're like a whole 10 levels away, so I really want to just find a raid I can pull off without a rocket launcher. But I don't know if we're going to get that lucky. I mean, at least we've found 2 bases already. I'm going to add that to my list of potential raids. I'm going to keep scouting. I feel like I just need something a little bit easier to pull off. What on earth? I'm not going to lie, guys. This is a first for me. What is that base design? Tribe of Red Fire Chilies. I mean, they are online as well. They've been away from their base for 1 minute. Honestly, this is like the weirdest base design I think I've ever seen. I mean, they've even got like a water pen here with a mosasaur in it. That's honestly a first for me. I don't think I've ever seen anyone tame a mosasaur on official. But fair play to these guys. I mean, look, this is certainly a raid target. Wow. What a base. Terribly built. But what a base. I think because these guys are online, the best thing for me to do is raid that first base I saw. That was in that Ragnarok rat hole. It's probably the hardest base to hit out of the 3 that I've scouted. But because the guy is offline, I've got a better chance of raiding that than raiding whatever the hell that base is. I'll probably come back to that, but yeah, we're gonna raid that Ragnarok rat hole first. I mean, at least there's plenty of bases on this map. You can't deny that. What have I found here? Hold up, hold up. Hold your horses. Oh, it's been raided. Come on, man. Oh, what the hell? Raided, but they haven't taken everything. Please be some loot in here. Oh. You know what? Maybe this hasn't been raided. It might have been patched up. I don't know what I really don't know what's going on here. I am going to blow into this. Because even though it looks like it's been raided before, that auto turret had quite a lot of ammo in it. Alright, so unfortunately we can't place C4 on the actual raft, but I can place it on my Meguana and blow it up that way. Kind of a dog move, but I think it's got enough health to withstand 1 C4. That should do some damage to that wall. Sorry, mate. You didn't deserve that. Alright, 1 more C4. It should hopefully survive this blast as well. Yeah, there we go. I'm seeing a couple of chem benches in there. I hope those are stacked. Let's see. Let's not get too excited. Ah, it's empty. Ah, that's a shame. Oh, okay. Bit of metal. Bit of metal. I'll take it back. It's not empty. But yeah, metal's really the only thing in this raft. I mean, you know what? We'll take that metal. I think if I am going to raid this base first, then I'm definitely going to need to make myself a rocket launcher to deal with the turrets that are on the outside. And honestly, I got no idea how I'm going to deal with the turrets on the inside, because there's 2 generators there and then there's another generator underneath here. But I am seeing a lot of storage boxes, so I do feel like this could be worth raiding. The only problem is I am quite far away from learning the engram for a rocket launcher. As you guys can see, it's level 87 and I'm only level 76. So if I want to get that done, we're going to have to pump some levels into this character. I think what I'm going to do to hit level 87 is I'm going to make a shotgun And I've got a little bit of shotgun ammo from the drops on Astraeos. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. 43 bullets. I've also got 6 Broth of Enlightenments, which give you a little bit of an XP boost. So I'm going to pop one of these. I'm going to take a shotgun out and we're going to see if we can do a little bit of damage to some Spinos and Rexes for some XP. We don't really have to get that high of a level. We just need to hit level 87. So who knows? Yeah, who knows? We might be able to hit it just by doing this, but if it's not looking like it's working, then I might just have to head to Extinction and do a note run over there. But I kind of want to avoid doing that if I can. I would much rather just sort of stay on this map. Alright, so unfortunately I ran out of shotgun bullets to reach level 87, but I am so close, so I think if I craft a raft it should get us there. I mean, yeah, look at that, it's literally just a smidge of XP. There we go, level 87, we can finally unlock the rocket launcher and the rocket propelled grenades. So to raid that first base that we have scouted, I think we're going to need at least 10 rockets. 1 rocket launcher, 10 rockets, it should get the job done. Now all I've got to do is farm those things up. What I am going to do though is use this raft that I've raided as a bit of a starter base. Just so we can craft these rockets, because I feel like it's got everything we need. A couple of chem benches in here, 2 fabricators, smithy, industrial forges. I mean, yeah. We should be able to make some rocket launchers in no time. I mean, we've already got the paste. Do we have the poly though? Thankfully, poly's not too tricky to get, so I am gonna go out and kill a couple of mantises and we should be able to make the rocket launchers and the rockets that we need. Just gonna make some shotgun ammo first. Right, I do apologize for the little heatwave glare effect that's happening on my screen at the moment, but I do think I've got everything I need to make a rocket launcher and 10 rockets, so we're gonna get started crafting that up. I just need to get a little bit of gasoline. And then, here we go. 1 rocket launcher, 7 rockets, what are we missing? I think it might be paste, which we do have plenty of, that is not a problem at all. Yeah, there we go. 3 more rockets. Let's just make as many as we can, another 4. Look, 14 rockets is not bad, I think that's probably what I'm gonna end up leaving with. I do just quickly want to make a full set of flak as well, maybe a couple of sets, just because, yeah, we have been running around in quite a primitive kit, and when that really needs to change, so, yeah, I'll repair this stuff up. Alright, I'm fairly happy with the kit I have on me at the moment. I've got 11 cluster grenades as well that I've just found in drops. So we'll certainly put that to good use in that rat hole. If we are raiding it and we don't have enough explosives, we can always come back to that raft and farm up a bit more, but I think 14 rockets should hopefully be enough. Let's head back there and let's see if anything's changed. Alright guys, so we're at the rat hole. Nothing appears to have changed. And I am currently in position with my rocket launcher, ready to blow this base up. I'm just kind of hoping I don't accidentally blow myself up when I let this rocket off, but I think we should be okay. Yeah, there we go. I think we got 2 turrets there. Yeah, we did. Sheesh, okay. Ooh! That could have been bad. Alright, so can I just fly the Meg-1 up here? I can. Can I land? Surely. Surely. Alright, those heavy turrets are looking a little scary, but I think we should be okay from here on out. This is kind of a scary angle to be parachuting towards these turrets. They don't appear to be shooting me just yet. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. What the hell? This guy's got an alarm set on his turrets. That is kind of crazy. Alright, can I... Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can walk around underneath here. I'm so confused at what that is. This guy has for real set up like a beeping alarm on his auto turrets. I didn't even know you could still do that. What's the best way to get this turret? I guess maybe just... I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna make another parachute in case I fall off though. I can't access this, can I? Nah, it's been coded. That would be too egregious. Yeah, it is just one rocket. Oh, honestly, we could use a C4 here, maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I think it's just going to be a little bit safer than rocketing myself, if you know what I mean. Get under here like that. Scooch ourselves over. Nice, that's one more heavy turret down. And then if this guy's got an alarm warning, we might be able to just rocket this heavy turret from a distance. Nah. It did in fact stop us. Oh, but it looks a little bit damaged. Actually, that turret looks very damaged. I might just try and send one more rocket at it. Oh, that's got to be getting low. Yeah, there we go. Turret's down. This is some pretty poor turret placement from this guy. I'll tell you that much for free. Let's get our Meguana over here. I mean, if this guy's got alarms on all of his turrets, this is going to be the easiest raid of my life. Oh, that's a crazy amount of ammo. Oh my days. Okay. I mean, that auto turret is so far forward. I do not know what this guy was thinking. Alright, this auto turret's super easy to get. It's these two heavy turrets that are going to be a bit of a pain. But fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, surely we'll be able to figure something out. I think what I might do is I might just C4 this auto turret. We'll just get a fresh set of flak on. Oh, you know what? No, let's just rocket it. My god, I'm gonna take all that heavy turret ammo. I might kill myself and respawn, just so I've got full health again. I mean, what I could do is I could throw a couple of cluster grenades in there. We could see what it does. Oh! That was a Bob thing to do. Okay, I think that did a bit of damage. Oh, we were destroying something back there. Oh, we got one Jenny. Maybe we can get the other as well. Oh! Look, cluster grenades can be sketchy at the best of times. On the bright side, we do appear to be damaging this turret. I'd love to try and get a little bit of a look at its HP. Bit sketchy. Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe we could try sending a rocket in there. I'm taking everything off my body while I shoot this rocket. Okay, that didn't go to plan. Alright, I have just gone back to my little, I don't know what you want to call it, starter raft base to repair my flak. And I've got some beer out of upload that we got in Astraeos, and I also got this metal shield. I'm going to see if we can run this first heavy turret. I think it's pretty easy to say, you know, why are you struggling so much to raid this base? There's only 1 or 2 heavy turrets left, but you got to remember, I am in prim flak. Prim flak and a rocket launcher against heavy turrets, you know, it's not really a fair fight. But I am going to pop this beer. I'm going to attempt to raid this. Oh, stay alive, stay alive. We got it. Took like all of our health away, but we did get it. Now there is only 1 heavy turret and 1 auto turret left. I would just get the generator, but there's another Jenny down here. So there's really no point. I might as well send a rocket in maybe. Can't believe I survived that, not gonna lie. I am kind of thinking though, of popping another beer and then running into this little gap and then just sitting here and sending rockets out. Maybe we try the cluster grenades again. Fuck it, let's just do it. I'm gonna die here anyway, might as well go out with a bit of a bang. Fucking hell. Alright, I've got a fresh set of flak, I've got a beer this time, and I've got 6 rockets, and we're just gonna run in there and try and get to that little spot that I've picked out. I think if I can just get to down here, we should be okay. Let's pop the beer. Alright. Got the Jenny. But I think the turrets are still up. Oh, we got the auto turret. It's just one heavy. Come on. We gotta be damaging it, surely. We killed the guy. Did we get the heavy? Oh my god, it looks so damaged. I only have 1 rocket left. Maybe I just try and run up to it and get it. Oh, we got it! God damn, I don't know how we survived that. What the hell? This guy's dead too. He was in hide armor. Not a good sign, not a good sign at all. Let's check the smithy. Okay, a couple of teams here. This is already a good start. Decent Rex, decent Maguana. Unfortunately, both the Volt and the Cryfridge are pin coded. We got an RG, decent Anki, insane Stego saddle, insane AK. Damn, okay. There's a rocket here as well. Chemistry bench was full of charcoal. I wouldn't mind going and turning the generator off that's down there. But I might actually just get these teams out for now because I know this spot can sometimes kill you with anti-mesh. I did consider building here for one of my series. So I'm just going to play it smart. Let's just dump all of our loot out here in case it does kill me. But I'm pretty sure we have secured the raid. I reckon this is going to be a pretty good snowball, guys. I really do. Empty. Empty. Okay, maybe not. I take it back. Empty. Boss tributes. Thatch. Ooh, okay. Okay, hang on. Let me turn this generator off because it's doing my head in. We got flak BP. Alright. So many narcotics. A capped shotgun BP. Damn. Capped. Pretty much capped like every weapon. And this one's pin coded. Oh, you know what that means. They got some stuff in here. They definitely got some stuff in here. Alright, talk to me. What do we got in here? Saddles. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I reckon the Volt and the Cryfridge are probably going to be stacked. But we're going to need a ton of C4 to... I'm probably going to have to tame an Arthropleura, aren't I? That's going to be like 25 C4, and this is going to be 15. Yeah, I'm going to tame an Arthro. They're not overly difficult to tame. We just can't... we're going to have to... How are we going to get it here, though? That's the thing. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot to check the fridge as well. What do we got in here? Yeah, okay. Bits and bobs. Bit of random stuff. Oh, we got bug repellent? That's actually super useful when it comes to taming an Arthro. I'll take that. Shit, I mean, that's not a bad first raid. This is kind of the snowball I was talking about. We did get a super decent RG, decent Maguana, decent Anki, decent Rex, and we haven't even gone into the Cryfridge yet. But we are also amassing quite a bit of loot, so what I might have to consider doing is putting a Volt at like the bottom of the ocean or something. I did get a Volt out of a drop on Astraeos, so I might pull that out of upload now, and I might find a little spot for it. Alright guys, I'm going to hide my Volt at the bottom of the ocean in this little cave here. I think it should hopefully be safe. I can't place it here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. If somebody finds this, then they're definitely using ESP, and there's nothing I can do to defend it anyway. Alright, there we go. Let's chuck as much of this as we can into the vault. Then at least we're not carrying it around with us everywhere. Look, it would be amazing if we could put all of this loot on our Dreadnoughtus, but unfortunately, we do need a little bit of gear before we tame one of those. So this bung-ass vault at the bottom of the ocean is just gonna have to do. Alright, let's go and tame an Arthropleura, and let's finish off this raid. Alright, we don't really need a high-level Arthropleura, but a high level would be nice. I've got some Broth of Enlightenment here, which is basically like kibble for them. There's a level 90 just in front of me here. I might try and tame that. Hey, we pretty much insta-tamed it. God damn. Okay. Nice. Well, I don't even have a cryopod yet. I didn't expect it to be that quick. I'm gonna go and make a cryo fridge and a cryopod, and then yeah, we should be all sweet to get into the rest of that base. Right, I need to try and place this cryo fridge somewhere where I can still throw the Arthropleura into the rat hole. It's kind of gonna be very tricky to do though. If I can't even place it here. I think I'm gonna put the cryo fridge here, and I'm gonna hope, beyond hope, that it reaches into that rat hole. Okay, yeah, nah, we should be okay. That cryo fridge range is actually kind of massive, so yeah, no dramas whatsoever. I just need to be a bit careful because I have been seeing a couple of wyverns fly around. I really don't want my only way out of here to be killed by a lightning wyvern. Alright, let's chuck this out. No dramas whatsoever. And let's saddle it up. Time to get biting. Man, I wish I tamed a better Arthropleura. God damn. Hey, we got the cryo fridge, finally. Finally, there's a bag too. Let's check it out. Oh! Okay, baby lightning wyverns. So many PTs. What's that? Decent RG, decent Parasaur, decent, half decent Maguana, Pelagornis. Interesting. Are any of these lightning wyverns grown? This one is level 200 poison. Okay. I think that might be the only one. Yeah. Shit, damn, okay. Okay, not a bad start. I'm keen to see what's in this vault now. Look, that is a lot of tames. A lot of random ones here too. I mean, we got a Megalosaurus, an Archelon, a Lystro as well. Very interesting stuff, but I'm certainly not complaining. Now it's time to break into this vault. Should get through this vault pretty quickly, I'd imagine. It's got way less health than a cryo fridge. Hey, the vault's down. Please be fat. Please be fat. It's capped. Almost capped. I mean, we got some decent BPs here. From what I can see, pretty much full set of flak. Decent compound bow. What the hell is that? Ectoplasm. Must be something to do with the Halloween event. We got a couple of C4 dets, 6 C4, 12 rockets. We've pretty much made all the explosives back. 8 cluster grenades. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Gunpowder, spark powder. 4 rocket launchers? God damn. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I was hoping maybe for a little bit more, but really guys, I cannot be too greedy. I'm going to take all of this hide, or as much of it as I can. Take a few of these BPs as well. Don't know what this ectoplasm is, but I guess I'll take that too. These are some crazy Dura arms. Take a bunch of fiber. 800 Ellie dust, I am going to take that. This is honestly not a bad rat hole. This guy just kind of built it terribly, which is often the case. But with all that being said, guys, I think I've gotten everything I've wanted out of this rat hole. So we are going to leave it to it. Kind of have destroyed everything, but oh well, that's ARK. It is what it is. I'm going to head back to our underwater vault, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a loot tour. It's honestly kind of crazy, but we've capped out our underwater vault, which is just unbelievable with a first raid. I mean, yeah, I'm going to give you guys a bit of a tour of the loot. This is all the BPs we got, pretty much a full set of flak, aside from the chest piece, I think. Yeah, we got boots, legs. Oh, we're missing quite a bit of flak actually. But we got a decent stego saddle BP, decent shotgun BP, couple of other things. There's too many to name. And we also got quite a few decent cryopods, few meguanas, a fully grown poison wyvern, couple of other bits and bobs. We got a bunch of C4 debts, C4, rockets, bunch of hide, bunch of fiber, bit of gunpowder, so much advanced bullets from that raid as well, and some rocket launchers. So overall, guys, I really cannot complain. Honestly, probably the best first raid I've ever done. I just got to figure out how I'm going to fit all of this stuff in here. I am truly living like a bum at the bottom of the ocean out of a vault. This is like a whole other level of Povo right now, but don't fret, we are going to tame that Dreadnoughtus and survive on the back of it very shortly. I think I just want to go for one more raid before we do that. And I scouted so many bases this morning, I've got a couple of raids in mind. Might go and check one out now actually. Damn, this base has been raided. That's so unfortunate. I would have loved to have raided this. Yeah, that's got a massive hole in the back. That is so unfortunate. Better scout some of the other spots on this map. Damn, guys. Unfortunately, it looks like this base has been raided too. What can you do? I guess I'm going to have to look for another raid target, yeah. Oh, what on earth have I just stumbled across here? What is that, a tribe tower? What the freak? What am I looking at here? What on earth is this base design? I've found a pretty fat base on one of these islands on Ragnarok. This map just seems to keep giving me terrible bases. Terribly built bases, I should clarify, because this looks like it could be fat. Kind of need to try and get a better look at it though. Wonder if I can swim up to this rock without getting blasted. Yeah, I can. Sweet. Let's have a closer look at this. What is that? It's like a full metal base on a cliff plat. It's built absolutely terribly though. Oh my god. Alright, I've got myself into a pretty good position here to scout this. What are we looking at? Jesus Christ, this is fat. They've got several turret rafts back here. What looks to be like a Dreadnoughtus breeding platform. And then maybe a greenhouse. And then they've got the fattest looking base I've ever seen. Just like chilling in the open. And the generator powering all of these turrets is literally exposed. How is that? Why is their generator exposed like this? I don't really understand that. But to be honest, guys, it doesn't really help me. In the olden days, I would have just used flame arrows to flame that Jenny out, but unfortunately, you can't use flame arrows to hit generators anymore, which is quite unfortunate, but what can you do? Fuck, how can I raid this? A flame arrow is not gonna damage the generator, so that's out of the question. It doesn't look like there's any turrets on this left side underneath the cliff plat. Fuck, if only I could just like run in there and turn off the generator. That would just be elite, wouldn't it? Alright, look guys, I have a plan. It's kind of a risky plan, but I'm gonna try and pull this off. I'm gonna take a PT and I'm gonna pop a beer and I'm gonna try and C-spin into that room and turn off the Jenny, and I'm pretty sure that's the only generator powering all of these turrets. So if I can pull that off, we might have like the raid of the century on our hands. But far out, it's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy, but I've got to try. Alright lads, I'm back here with a cryo fridge and... Oh, where's the cryo fridge going? What the hell? Oh yeah, here it is. Cryo fridge and a generator, and we're just going to throw out some PTs and see what we can do here. Just want to make sure these guys are... Ooh, I got shot there. That's not good. Oh well. Yeah, these guys are still offline. They've been offline for roughly 2 hours, I think. So really not that much time in the grand scheme of things. This Pteranodon doesn't even have a saddle on it, but thankfully I did think about that and I brought myself a saddle, so we're chilling. We are chilling. It's got 35 levels. I'm going to pump most of it into health, and then I'm going to heal it up a little bit. Alright guys, it's pretty much full health, or it's about as close as I can pretty much get it. I've got myself a decent set of flak, and I've got a whole lot of belief. So, I've got a plan in my head. Not sure if it's gonna work out, but I'm gonna try and do this anyway. Let's see. Oh, cooked. Absolutely cooked. Alright, well, that didn't really work. I mean, we got underneath here, but I don't know. I feel like we could probably have gotten underneath here with a Meguana. At least we can get a really good look at this base from this angle. I think I kind of know what I need to do here, guys. Yeah, I need to fly the Meguana under here, throw out a PT, and then fly out from here. Ooh, ooh, no. That was possibly the worst angle I could have done it from. I actually ended up building a raft just so I could take out the turrets that were on this side of the base. It was pretty easy just to sail up to everything and blow it with C4. Most of the rafts were in fact empty, but once I got the turrets down, I could just fly straight in there with the Pteranodon. Alright, we've actually just made it under here with the PT. The PT's health is not looking too crash hot, but honestly I think it's going to be okay. The PT doesn't really have to do anything but get us into this area where the Jenny is. Honestly, even if it just gets me on this platform, I'd be happy with that. Now I've got a pretty decent set of flak, all things considered. And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna run it. Why not? Let's give this a go. Alright, just get us up there. Oh, I think I've done it! This is all pin coded. Let's get all of this gas out of here. Level 5 guy in here. Oh man. Oh man, can I walk out of here now? I think I can. Sheesh, okay. Ooh, okay. Oh man, this is gonna be fat. Like, I can already tell. I can just already tell. I mean, they got eggs. They got bloody everything. Alright, first things first, guys. We do need to try and get these beds. Is this cry fridge locked? Nope. Ooh, we got some tames here. Okay, Armadoggo, Queen Bee, a dung beetle, an otter, couple of Velonosaurs, and okay, these seem to be babies. I'd imagine they'd have some other tames somewhere else. That vault's pin coded. So is that. That's pin coded. This one's not. Don't really know what those cake slices mean. There's a level 80 character here and a level 100 character here too. Oh, this guy's got some pyramanes on him. They're all babies. I'm gonna take them anyway, of course. Okay, that's capped pretty much. So much metal. Jesus Christ. Okay. I want to secure this raid. I want to kill these tames and I want to get into these vaults. I'm just a little bit worried that if I start destroying these beds, these creatures are going to come after me. But I guess I've sort of just got to take the risk, eh? Yep, there's a couple of things on me. Not a whole lot though. Alright, these beds are taken care of. Might just quickly get into these refrigerators because I've got a pretty good hatchet. There might be some tames in here, you never know. I am going to head back to base and grab my Arthroplura. I don't want to leave here empty-handed, you know what I mean? Okay, there's just a bunch of food in here. Ice Wyvern egg? Yeah, not a whole lot in here either, guys, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna get this generator down as well, just because why not, really? Prevents them from coming back. I didn't even notice the other cry fridge here. This one's pin-coded. I reckon that's got some decent tames in it. Alright, guys, I am back with my Arthroplura, and I think I'm gonna go through the cryo fridge first. Think I can throw it out up here? Nope. Nope. Alright, there we go. Thankfully, the Arthro has quite a lot of levels, so I should be able to get through this cryo fridge much, much faster than the last one I tried to get through. I haven't gotten any of the turrets down where that tribe tower is, so hopefully they don't have any beds over there. But I plan to be quick. I'm just going to get into this cryo fridge and into these vaults, and we'll take what we need, and then, yeah, we'll dip. Alright, cryo fridge is down. There's a bag as well. Ooh, and it's fat! Oh my days! Okay, I'm taking all. We'll look at it later. I'm honestly considering maybe I'll drop this stuff back at base. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna leave the... yeah. It's not even that far of a fly to my vaults, so... I'm just gonna quickly drop this stuff off, and then we'll come back. We'll get into the rest of this base, but, sheesh! I mean, we got some pyromanes here. What else? We got a bulb dog. Oh, we got a griffin. Low level, but still. Got an elder claw. Okay. Low level stego, rex. Some pretty mid tames, but I'm really happy about the pyromanes for sure. Can actually start wearing one, which is nice. Alright, there are 3 vaults here, all with a pin code, and I'm pretty keen to get into all 3 of them, so I'm gonna start munching. Alright, we got 2 vaults down here. Please be fat, please be fat, please be fat. Okay. It's capped. Mostly a fertilizer, but we do have a griffin here. Level 189, okay. So many auto turrets, Jesus Christ. What the oh my days. Man, if I was building on an actual, like, if I was building in a rat hole, I'd use these auto turrets, but I'm planning to build on a Dreadnoughtus. Like, what the hell am I going to do with these? At least we got a flak helmet BP, bunch of fertilizer, ammo, so many foundations, my god. Oh my word, okay. I'm guessing this must be BPs, like literally, oh my god. Full set of flak BPs, pretty much everything I was missing. Fabbies, long neck, no shotgun, which is interesting. Trike saddle, 8 C4, okay, not bad, not bad. So much paste. All my days, we got a cryo fridge, all the boss tributes. Bit of pre-crafted flak, decent stego saddle, decent turtle saddles, okay. Not bad. I'm gonna start loading my Meguana up. Feels good to have a decent level griffin, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm gonna try and take these structures as well, but I'm not too confident I'll be able to carry them. I'm gonna get into this last vault, guys, and then I'm gonna start killing tames, because I've got a bit of a suspicion that they could be hiding some loot on some tames. Alright, let's check what's in this vault. This one's not nearly as full. Yeah, it's kind of a mid vault. This Indie Forge was kind of stacked full of metal. I think I'd feel a little bit bad if I didn't try to save some of that. Ton of charcoal here too. I'm currently just crafting a ton of gunpowder because there's not a whole lot else I want to take from this base. I did end up killing quite a few tames, which was a little bit brutal, and I feel a bit bad for doing that, but I had to check. As you can see, it's a little bit of a war zone out here. But yeah, I think I've gotten pretty much everything I've wanted from this base. I am going to just like stick around and make a bit more C4. But in all honesty, guys, like I don't want to take blueprints that I'm not going to use. And I don't want to take all this ammo because I'm not gonna be able to use it really. So I guess for the first time ever, I'm gonna leave a little bit of loot behind. I just don't really want to take it if I'm putting it on the back of a Dreadnoughtus. Just doesn't make much sense to me. So yeah, I'm taking what I need, and I'm leaving. We've made so much profit from this raid, it's absolutely ridiculous, and if we ever need anything, we can always come back here. I'm pretty certain I've gotten all the beds, so I don't think these guys are going to come back anytime soon. And if they did come back, I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to quit. I mean, haven't really left too much behind. I've actually, I've had to add a second vault because we've gotten so much loot. The first one got capped. But that just means we're suffering from success, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a loot haul. Let me dump some of this garbage. We got a couple of decent BPs, and we also got so many tames. I don't really go through them all at the time. But the ones that really stand out to me are probably the Griffin. Got kind of a half decent stego here as well. Another Pelagornis. Don't think we got any fully grown lightning wyverns, but we got a bunch of PTs, bulldogs. Not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, yeah, we're really starting to amass quite a bit of loot. This was actually the snowball I was hoping for, so it's kind of crazy that we've managed to pull it off like this. But to be honest guys, we've definitely spent enough time living out of vaults at the bottom of the ocean. I think we've finally gotten everything we need to go and tame a Dreadnoughtus and start living on the back of one. So I'm going to gather up everything we're going to need, and I'm going to head to Extinction. Alright guys, we're officially starting the search for the Dreadnoughtus that I plan to live on. It's pretty exciting stuff, I can't lie. So if you guys want to tame a Dreadnoughtus for yourself, what you need to know is they only spawn in the Wasteland on Extinction. At least I'm pretty sure they only spawn in the Wasteland. And to tame one, you need to feed it element and then lead it to an element vein. Once you take a Dreadnoughtus to an element vein, it'll start feeding off it, and from there you just have to defend the Dreadnoughtus while it's eating. Now it sounds like quite an easy tame, but finding a Dreadnoughtus right next to an element vein is quite rare. You do kind of just have to get lucky and find one that's spawned in next to an ele vein. There's a low level one right in front of me, but I'm yet to see a Dreadnoughtus. If there was one around here, that would be perfect. Alright guys, the stars have kind of aligned for me here. As you can see, there's an ele vein to my right and a Dreadnoughtus to my left. Now this Dreadnoughtus is only level 10, so it's quite low, but I don't think the level really matters that much. I'd be happy with a level 10. The only thing is, this element node is a beta element node, which means the tames that are going to be coming after my Dreadnoughtus while it's feeding will be a little bit difficult to kill, especially with just one Pyromane. But this is the closest Dreadnoughtus I've been able to find near an ele vein, so we're just going to run it, and we're going to hope for the best. I'm going to park my Meguana up here. I'm going to pull out the Pyromane to get this job done. So I'm pretty excited to start this taming process. I mean, I've been thinking about this all video. Just gotta be careful I don't accidentally set off the ele vein as I'm running past, but we should be okay. I don't think we're gonna have too many issues leading this Dreadnoughtus. Come here, mate. What a majestic looking creature. So we'll feed it one element so we can lure it, and then we'll just take it down this pathway here, and hopefully it should turn around and follow us. Yeah, it's coming about. Let's go, mate. So if you feed it one element, it'll only follow you for a minute. So I think I might have to feed it again here. It's kind of lost interest in me. Alright, there we go. Come on, mate. It is absolutely ginormous. Yeah, there we go. We're getting pretty close to this ele vein. Seems to just be stuck on a rock. I love the colors on this Dreadnoughtus too. I really hope we can pull off this vein defense. Although it is a beta node, so it's going to be tricky. Oh, I think it might be locking on. Surely. Surely. It's heading towards this ele vein with purpose. Come on. Come on. Hey, that's looking locked on to me. Yeah, it's breaking its way through. It's making its way to the center of it. Hey, we've started the taming process. Okay. That is sick. Holy. Damn, okay. Well, it's beginning to feed off the element node, so now we just have to defend it, which won't be easy, but we're going to do our best here. We have a decent pyromane. Let's just see what we can do here. Let's just see what we can do. I mean, it is taming at the moment. It's already at 20%, which is what you like to see. Is that the first wave? I think so. Alright, we're 20% of the way there. Come on, lads. We can do this. Alright, the next wave is approaching in 20 seconds. We might actually be able to do this, guys. I'm really hoping we can pull this off. Alright, that wave was easy as we're already at 40%. I think the reason we're finding it so easy to do a 25k Elevane is because the level of the creatures that are coming to attack this Dreadnoughtus are only level 10. They kind of match the level of the Dreadnoughtus that you're taming, so they don't take too long to kill. But I am pretty sure the final wave does spawn wyverns, so that's going to be interesting to defend against. Looks like we got Paraces coming out to attack our Dreadnoughtus. Luckily, they are only level 10, so we are kind of tearing through them. I do feel for our Dreadnoughtus a little bit though, just tanking a few hits. Alright, wave complete, 60%. We're tearing through this. Let's keep it going. Hey, we've tamed the Dreadnoughtus. We didn't even need to finish the Elevane. Sheesh. That kind of happened out of nowhere. Level 13. I'll definitely take it. Can this bloody... Oh, that just wiped out that robot. Damn, okay, look. I am just going to quickly cryo this and head straight out of here if I can. It's beautiful to look at, but we will have a closer look at it a little bit later. I just don't want anybody on this map to think I'm doing an Elevane and, you know, try to counter me. So, yeah. I'm over the moon that we managed to tame that, not gonna lie. So guys, we're back at my bung-ass vaults on the Ragnarok map. They're still underneath this rock, but we're getting closer to finally building on the back of a Dreadnoughtus. Before I start building on it, I need to make the saddle, and unfortunately, I need to be level 100 to unlock it. So I'm gonna have to do a note run on Extinction, and bring a shotgun so I can kill Spinos and Rexes to reach level 100. So thanks to all the raids we've done this video, I've got a decent amount of shotgun ammo. We've got we've got just under 300, so that's not bad at all. And I'm pretty sure I've got a couple of shotguns. Yeah, oh, we've got even more shotgun ammo, god damn. I think I'm just going to take that for now. It should hopefully be enough. It's still the Halloween event on Small Tribes at the moment, so shouldn't be too difficult hitting level 100. I think we'll get there pretty quickly, but we'll see how we go. Hey, we've done it! Level 100. Kind of a messy way to do it, but at least it's done. So I think I can unlock the Dreadnoughtus saddle. Yes, I can. And to be honest, guys, it's not that expensive. 300 paste, 1200 hide, 250 silica pearls, 800 fiber, and 650 metal. And it can be crafted at a smithy. It's honestly so cheap to make. Let's head back to our vaults, and let's get crafting. Alright guys, the time has finally come to make the Dreadnoughtus platform saddle. I'm just making it in this bung-ass raft that we raided earlier in the video. So I think I've got all the items I'm gonna need. I've got the hide, the silica paste, the pearls. I think we've got the fiber too. Yeah, so we just need the 650 metal. And honestly guys, we are just so rich that it's not a problem for us. So there we go, guys. We can finally make the saddle. It's about time. It's about time. Some might say that. But yeah, at least we've finally done it. Damn, there we go. Now that we've got it, let's go pull our Dreadnoughtus out and let's start building. Now, a lot of you have probably been wondering, where are you going to put this Dreadnoughtus where it's not going to be found? But I am thinking, since we've had so much luck building on these little islands off to the side on the Ragnarok map, that I might just put it behind this big rock and hope for the best. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to place this generator, place this cryo fridge, and we're going to throw out our mighty Dreadnoughtus. Sheesh! Now this is perhaps one of the most interesting platform saddles I've ever seen. It's got like a top level, and then it's got little side levels on the side that we can perhaps do a little bit of building on. Maybe we could get some crops going on one of these levels, get some refrigerators on the level there too. I hope we can like build ramps to connect them all. I think that'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, I do love this position for the Dreadnoughtus as well. I think it's going to be really nice having it behind this rock. We've got plenty of building to do if we want to set up a nice space on this platform saddle, so I'm going to get stuck straight into it. We might have to do a little bit of farming if I want to get all the building materials that I'm going to need, but it's definitely going to be worth it, so let's not waste any time. To say I've been grinding would be a bit of an understatement. We've gathered up all the possible structures I can place on the Dreadnoughtus platform saddle. Unfortunately, you can't place turrets on them, but maybe we could put some turrets nearby. Now, I don't really have a base design in mind, but what I might do is I might just try and connect these little platforms here with ramps. Oh, going down. It's taking a poo, I think. Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to place some wood foundations like... Oh, maybe we don't even need to place this one. Yeah, I'm just going to place some wood foundations like that. And then I'm going to put the ramp down here like so. That's looking quite nice. That is looking quite nice. And I'm going to do the same thing on this top level just like this. Oh, nope, that didn't really work. Yeah, there we go. Nice. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it works. Alright, first things first, let's place our generator on the platform like so. We'll place 2 fabricators down like that. We'll place 2 fabricators down like this. Yeah, that's probably about as straight as I'm going to get that. I'm going to get some fridges down on this side of things. Like so. And then I'm going to put a campfire there. We might as well chuck our refining forges over here as well. We probably won't use them that often. I'm going to put my grill over there like so. And then the last thing to do, or the second last thing to do, is place these smithies, which I'm just going to place here like so. Nice. Now I do have this cannon that I must have gotten from a raid or a drop. I'm not quite sure. But it's one of the only turret-like structures that we can put on a platform dino, so I'm definitely going to place it. Not quite sure where, but maybe I'll put it down here like this. Yeah, nice. That's looking pretty formidable. Next thing I want to do is place a couple of air conditioners. Alright guys, so the build is pretty much complete. There's going to be a couple of things that we're going to have to add, you know, in the future. I've got big plans, but for now, I'm pretty happy with this base. It feels good to finally have some fabricators of my own. We got a chem bench, we got a grill, couple of smithies, we've got some beer as well, because I want to start cooking that up. We've also got a bunch of crop plots. I want to eventually grow some plant species Z in these crop plots, hopefully. It's nothing special, you know, it's a little bit scuffed, but I'm pretty happy with it, and this Dreadnoughtus is just so cool to look at. I've also got these 2 little platforms down here, which I'm probably gonna put some baby dinos on, if I'm being honest. We did get a bunch of babies from one of the earlier raids today. We got a baby Elderclaw. I might actually raise that up. I don't really need Caprisuchuses. These Pyromanes are insane, but we have so many of them as well. I might raise up the juvenile Velonosaur, because it does kind of act as a turret. I don't think that Parace is worth raising. It might be, actually. That looks like a lot of health. The Stego's definitely not worth raising. I'll raise the Velonosaurs for sure. And then there's two pretty mid wyverns here. I might not raise those. Might just stick with what we have at the moment. I am going to start moving some loot from those vaults into the Dreadnoughtus, of course. I am just thinking it might be worth setting up a turret tower on that big rock. It's not going to do a whole lot, but it'll stop people from just coming and taking loot out of the Dreadnoughtus. Oh, I tried to throw the Velonosaur on here, but it didn't seem to want that. There we go, that's a little bit better. I'm throwing out this Elder Claw as well, because I've actually never seen one in person. Looks pretty cool though. It's a really low level, so I'm probably not going to raise it, but I just thought I'd throw it out and have a good look at it. I am going to raise these Velonosaurs though. I think these could definitely come in handy. So guys, as you can see, a Dreadnoughtus can actually be transported with a Zeppelin, and this is kind of my plan for when I go offline. What I want to do is I want to put my Dreadnoughtus at the sky barrier, and then log off because the Zeppelin won't float down if you de-render it. This is kind of a broken strategy, and I definitely recommend you do this if you're thinking of living on a Dreadnoughtus yourself. You can kind of turn it into a little bit of a sky base, but I am going to warn you, one platform saddle is buggy enough. Having two combined is just like another world of lag. So be forewarned, if you're gonna try putting your Dreadnoughtus on a Zeppelin, it's gonna be a little bit buggy. But I just thought I'd show you guys this little strategy that I was utilizing. So yeah, back to the video. Bruh, can these robot mouses like take a hike? I'm so sick of killing these things. They're like so loud as well. Spinning the block on these things is so annoying. It's always a good sign when you go to check a rat hole and you can hear the sound of a fabricator inside it. I'm guessing there's a pretty fat base back here, because I do see some heavy turrets. Sheesh, okay. I don't, look, I'd love to raid this, but I don't know if this one's going to be possible. Doesn't even look that fat back here. They've got two smithies, a fabricator, a vault, and a chem bench. And a cryo fridge on a ceiling. That's crazy. Oh, and they got their generator up here too. Can I get a glimpse of the tribe name? Oh, I saw it for a second. Ooh, okay, this is Tribe of Him. I have actually scouted Tribe of Him before. They were living in Canyon earlier. But I guess they must have relocated to this rat hole. I've actually built in this rat hole before. And to be honest, it's really not that great. It is a crouch entrance, which is probably the only thing that makes it any good. But as you can see, all of these turrets are quite close to the entrance. I kind of want to try and throw some cluster grenades in here, but I don't know if I'm going to get shredded. Oh, we did some damage. Okay. Sheesh. Oh, we actually got a turret too. Oh, he's got a Perlovia. Oh, I shouldn't have crouched. That's okay. Damn, I did not expect to get it. Oh my god, man. We're raiding this with ease. Jesus Christ, we got all the turrets. Alright, now I just got to deal with this Perlovia. Look, we can just sit here and shoot it. It's only a level 37. Damn, these turrets were stacked too. Okay, let's just secure this raid. ASAP. Ooh, we got 7 C4 straight off the bat. Look, I'm sorry, mate. It's brutal, but it's got to be done. Beds are destroyed. We have successfully made our way into this base. Oh, and it's not even pin coded. Oh! Nah. Nah. Oh my days. 42k HP tech stego. What the hell? Nah. Nah, this is crazy. 264 Griffin, 262 RG, Quetzal. Oh my god, these guys have to have been given this loot. There's no way they got this by themselves. Damn, I mean, I've already got pretty much a full set of flak BPs, so I don't really need these, but I guess they are a lot cheaper. And I was missing the helmet BP, so I'll definitely take that. This guy's got a bit of poly in here. Gunpowder. Ooh, there's a lot of Ellie shards. For those of you that don't know, the Dreadnoughtus actually feeds off elements, so we can feed that to our Dreadnoughtus, and at least we'll have, I don't know, we'll give it a job. I don't want to leave this Ellie just like rotting in this vault. Fabricator's got some random ass stuff in it. Bunch of gunpowder in here. Bunch of flint in there. Narco berries. I'm keen to see what's in this cryo fridge. Very, very, very keen. Refrigerator. Nothing. Ooh, okay. Not as many tames. I was kind of hoping for a bit more. But look, we're going to take all of this. Of course we are. Some really low level Velonosaurs. A Thyla. And yeah, I think that's probably everything. I don't think there's anything in this box. I think it is just a generator. Yeah, no point getting into that. Man, this is the first time I have raided a base and found a Palovia. That is crazy. Alright, well, I don't know how much of this stuff I'm going to take, but I'll pick through it and I'll let you guys know at the end. So, yeah, that was a lot faster. That was a faster raid than I thought it would be. I was just carrying those cluster grenades around for, like, giggles, and I guess, I'm grateful we found a use for them. It appears this is a terrible rat hole. Like, do not build in this. I'm not surprised I got raided out of it. Far out. Alright, guys, so we've moved everything from the vaults over into the Dreadnoughtus, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a look at what it's looking like. Yeah, as you can see, our Dreadnoughtus is overcapped. It's got like 8k weight on it at the moment. I've put all the BPs and all the cryopods into the Dreadnoughtus's inventory. Honestly, guys, this is the definition of a successful challenge. I mean, when I started this, I didn't expect to make it this far and get as fat as we are today. But I'm super proud that we've managed to accomplish it. I have moved everything over, so there's just a bunch of random stuff in all of these smithies, and as you can see, we got a bunch of metal from one of our raids. So the vaults are empty, and yeah, we can say we have successfully survived solo on the back of a Dreadnoughtus. Now, I'm not going to end the series here, of course not. You can't get this far and get the stegos and the tames that we've got and just quit. So in the next episode, we're going to try and raid something a little bit bigger. And honestly, I want to try and tame another Dreadnoughtus and throw it into a base to see just how good it is at PvP. So if you guys are keen to see that happen, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications. And I just want to say a massive thank you to making it all the way to the end of this video. It really means the world to me, and yeah, this has definitely been one of the biggest projects I've, decided to work on. It has taken me almost a week to get all of this footage and find all of these raids, and I'm super proud of it. So yeah, just wanted to add that one in at the end, but yeah, I'm going to end the episode there. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you have, make sure to leave that like. I've already said all this. Have a good one, lads. See ya. Bye.